All right, welcome back. If you just joined us, you're on to Good Morning Nigeria and about to start our second topic for conversation this morning. And we're taking you to Panso community, where the Development Association will be having their national conference. So you want to know who the people of Panso are, and where are they from, what part of the country are they from, and what is the rationale behind their national conference. All right, Kinsley will do the introductions.
All right, yes, we have with us in the studios here two gentlemen. First, we'd like to welcome Mr. Ahmadu Musa. Mr. Ahmadu Musa is the president of the Panso Community Development Association in Sadana local government area of Taraba State. It's good to have you with us on the program this morning.
Thank you very much.
Okay, also here with us in the studios is a very senior citizen, Mr. Joseph Unga. Is a retired primary school head teacher and an elder of Panso community. Mr. Unga, pleasure to have you with us on Good Morning Nigeria. Okay, all right, let's begin with Ahmadu Musa, President. Just tell us, I don't know, you say that Panso people are from Sadana local government area of Taraba State, but who are the Panso people?
Yeah, the Panso people are one of the ethnic groups in the Sadana local government of Taraba State. And in the local government, we have 5 ethnic groups. We have the Mambila, the Kaka, the Fulani, and the Kambu. And Panso is the 5th ethnic group. So the Panso is one of the ethnic groups in the local government. And the Panso community itself now want to organize this conference in Abuja.
So what are you people, what are the Panso people known for, basically?
The Panso people are very entrepreneurial. We are very hardworking. We are diligent, and we are known for our hard work. And because of that, we have decided to now expand and look outward, to bring all our sons and daughters who are outside and our stakeholders, to bring them together and to see how we can, map out an agenda for our development, for the forward, for the future of our, our community.
I imagine, Elder Joseph Nga, that over the years, I mean, having been a teacher, you would have produced a number of prominent Panso sons and daughters. What is the state of Panso today?
Really, the Panso people are really, they're far advanced. They're far advanced. Some of them are doctors, some of them are lawyers, some of them are architect, all types of field, within all types of field.
So,
when you say Panso, I mean, is there any town or city that is associated with it? Or is it largely rural?
It's largely rural because we are concentrated in Gembu. We are actually mixed up, within the local government. We are found out in most of these rural areas and then more concentrated in Gembu with other ethnic groups. We are actually a mix, in most of the towns in the local government.
Okay, I'd like to ask Pa Nga, you can hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Yes, so I'd like to ask, what is motivating this conference? What is the reason behind this conference? What is it all about?
Okay, the motivation, the main point behind this is to bring all the Panso together. Some of them are far away. They don't know each other. When they come together, they sit and map out agenda for the development of their culture. Because some of the cultures are almost becoming extinct. Then 2, some of them are far away. We don't know some of them. As we come together now, we know some of them. They will know us. And then we come together and plan and map out what we should do to develop our area, to develop our culture, and then to develop the area, the local government, and Taraba State and Nigeria in general.
Is this the first time? Is this the first time? Is it the first conference?
This is the first conference. We have been having minor one, but this one is the major one, where all sons of Panso who are within Nigeria, at all corners of Nigeria, will come together.
Is it only sons or sons and
all
daughters?
People, sons and daughters.
Sons and daughters.
Sons and daughters.
All right, thank you very much, Elder. I just want back again to the president. What is the language spoken by the Panso people?
The language is exactly Panso.
Panso?
Yeah, Panso.
Okay, so this is more like a cultural revival, as it were,
Sure,
in terms of the national conference.
You have hit it on the head. Cultural revival, actually.
Okay, now, when are you expecting the conference to take place, and what level of attendance are you anticipating?
Actually, like our elder said, the conference is expected to take place tomorrow. And the level of attendance, and like he rightly said, is that we are expecting all our sons and daughters who are outside, you know, even in the diaspora, who might want to come back, because like he said, we have been having many festivals, but they have not been coming home. But this is an opportunity for them to come in so that we can sit together and then map out our development agenda and see how much we can do back home for the community.
Do you fear, I mean, for you to say you want to organize a cultural revival of this nature through a conference of Panso people, do you fear that you were losing your culture, you were losing your identity?
Yes, we are. Yes, it's also part of it, because our elder actually said, you know, the younger ones are not more, you know, they are not now inculcating the culture again, because they are losing out. It is very common to find some of these young guys who cannot, young men and women who might not be able to speak the language again. So we are also trying to encourage to see how some of these people who cannot speak can actually encourage, and to encourage them to key in back home and then, be able to speak. And because tomorrow's conference is not just about speaking and speaking, we are just also going to showcase our culture in terms of a mini exhibition, exactly, a mini exhibition where we'll try to show our costumes, we show our arts and crafts and so on and so forth, so that even those who have been our friends, because it's not just going to be, the speakers are not just going to be Panso people. We also have people we have invited who will be talking to us about best practices on community development and how we can move the community forward. Those are some of the issues we want to look at.
Would there be recognitions, like maybe awards?
No, we don't. Yes, there will be recognition, but this particular one, we wouldn't want to do recognitions here. Recognitions are actually done at home. But for this particular one, we want to focus on the objectives of the conference, which, like we said, is bringing in the stakeholders and our sons and daughters to diagnose our problems, look at the issues we have, and see the way forward on how to improve on the development of our community, in terms of building the skills of our youth, in terms of mentoring and empowerment of our women, and so on and so forth. These are some of the issues that we want to look at critically in this particular conference.
Okay, Elder Nga, tell us, with your background as a retired teacher, what are some of those very pressing community development issues amongst the Panso people today?
Well, there are so many. Constructing of better houses, marketing, farming, etc., etc. And then also pushing children forward to educate, pushing children forward to education, and seeing that they go to a very high level, not question of finishing primary and secondary school and remain there. We very much want them to go far, so as in due course they will help the young ones.
Has Panso community been touched by development activities, either of the local government or the state government or the federal government?
Well, in terms of intervention by the tiers of government, yes, within the local government we might say yes. But in terms of intervention from the federal government, probably because we are in a very, very hidden area of Taraba State, because we are a bit hidden. But in terms of development, like we also want to, you just hit something, we want to leverage on the construction of the Mambila Hydro project, to see how we can bring in our youth, develop our youth in terms of their skills, to see how they can leverage and benefit from the hydro project. And so if you are talking about development, yes, if that kind of project is coming to the local government, and then we are part of that particular local government, then we see it as an intervention by the federal. That intervention will also benefit our community.
I was just wondering, just tell our viewers, what is the relationship or affinity between say, the Panso people and those in Jalingo or Wukari, the Junkuns? What is it? Are you kindred? Are you related or?
Yes, I think that's a very good one because really we have historically we have the same source with the Jukuns and the Chambers. We have the same source that we have a source from the Tikari. We have the same, and maybe Tikari historically the Bantu. We all come, and that's why we use the same costume with the Chambers of Ganye in Adamawa State. We also use sometimes the same costume with the Jukuns. In the far south of Taraba, that's the Jukun people in Wukari, and then also the Chamba people in Taku. We use so that dressing and the same costume we use, also makes ensures that or tells us that we have the same source. Although we are in terms of distance, we are a bit far, but in terms historically, we try to trace our source, from the same source with this individual, with these particular communities.
I'd like to adjust my last question to Elder Nga, and that's because you are a retired primary school headmaster, which tells me that you'd be interested in the education of the Panso, people. How would you evaluate access to education, especially for the girls?
Really, this time, as I had earlier said, we are now pushing them forward. Not question of a girl finishing primary, they say go to marriage. No. If you want to marry, you must further your education. That's where we are now. And really, it is in practice. We have really put it into practice. Those that cannot be able, the parent cannot be able to sponsor, through this, our organization, we sponsor them.
That's wonderful.
Are there linkages between the home Panso community and the diaspora? And how much intervention do diasporan Panso people make in the community?
It's not, the intervention is not much because we don't even have so many of them in the diaspora. The diaspora we might be talking about here is just probably within the country because most of our sons and daughters are actually based in Abuja here and then most of the major cities within Nigeria. So those are the kind of individuals who have also been assisting in terms of looking backward to see what they can also do to intervene, like the kind of issue that our elder is raising in terms of girls, the girl education. So when these girls finish from school and they want to get them married, some of these our diaspora people, probably in Abuja and other cities will come in to intervene and to support. Because some of them might want to marry these girls because they don't have the wherewithal and the resources to sponsor these girls to further their education. So some of these people from outside would sometimes come in to intervene and to assist, to take some of these girls to further their education.
Okay, it's
all right,
just for them to tell us where the event is holding.
Taking place, yes.
Yeah, the event is holding at the International Conference Center here in Abuja. And we are starting the event at around 9 o'clock in the morning. And like I said, it also have to, apart from the discussions and the dialogue and exchange of ideas, we also have a mini, exhibition where we want to show the whole world about our culture, our dresses, our dance steps. You are also invited to come and see the kind of dances that we can, we do and so on and so forth, So all these are, very, very keen.
Food is part of culture.
Yeah, food is exactly. In fact, if you come, you will eat our vegetable called kumbi, nyoseji. We will come and eat our vegetable. It's a very highly demanding vegetable. We call it nyoseji in our language, but in the whole of Mambila Plateau, we call it kumbi. Kumbi vegetable, yes.
The correct name is
What is it made of?
The correct name is
akuberi.
Okay, that's the English, yes.
The English name, akuberi.
Akuberi.
Yeah, which vegetable is this made from? Is it pumpkin
Well,
or?
he has said he's a teacher, so I cannot say
it's not made from pumpkin.
It's just it's a unique.
Seed. They have seed.
It's a unique
So this seed
vegetable itself.
are collected and dried during the time of walking. Then they spread it just like this. They sprinkle like this. They spray it.
But the Mambila, the Taraba area is noted for high quality teas.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
But you haven't talked about that yet.
In the tea, yes.
So have you taken your tea this morning?
I've taken my tea, yes.
sorry, gentlemen. We have to end on that note here because we've fast spent our time. President Panso Community Development Association, Southern Local Government Area of Taraba State. That's Amadou Musa. Thank you very much for coming to share.
We really appreciate it.
Yes, Joseph Nga is a retired primary school headmaster and elder of Panso Community. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, madam.
We'll certainly be there tomorrow.
We're very grateful. We wish you come and witness this.
Thank you very much. What goes with the vegetable? You didn't say that.
Okay, it goes with the tuwo. Yeah. Okay. Maize flour.
Why Kingsley is listening to them? Let me thank you for joining
all right.
us.
All right, so that's it for us on Good Morning Nigeria today. We appreciate your being with us. The program returns on Monday, same time as always, 7 in the morning. Enjoy your weekend. I'm Kingsley Osadolo.
And I'm Claire Adelabu Abdul Razak. Always remember to join us in the fight against rape and